Hey everybody, how you doing? Steve Stockton here with you. Welcome in and welcome fall. Good to see everybody here. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. I've been moving my stuff around here as usual. Make sure you can hear me and then I'll say hi to everybody. Thank you for joining us here on this cold, rainy night in New England. Okay, sounds good. Thank you there. Just want to make sure. All right, let's look in the chat here and see who we've got with us tonight. Sorry for all this bright light. StreamYard just will not do a dark mode. First Floor Audio, Lee G is here. Midnight Society, Nicole, my better half. How are you, dear? Thank you for joining me. I love you. Roderick Roach, good to see you. Mark Longoria, thanks for coming back. Scott Hayes, how you doing? Sarah Claire, friend from Down Under. She always sends us lots of funny memes and videos on Facebook. John Downey, hello from Ireland. Hello from New England. Scott's Life and Interest, how you doing tonight, Scott? Good to see you. Want to thank you again for that terrific bread maker. He gave us a really nice bread maker as a wedding gift. We appreciate that, Scott. Shifting Flesh, good to see you. Scott Helisick, Gabba Gabba Hey, are you a Ramones fan or a fan of Todd Browning's Freaks, which is the movie that's originally from? Melanie Deisenroth, hope I said that right. Hello there, Vermont. Cassie, Tales Told in the Dark. She's got an excellent channel. Everybody go check her out. Lindsay Grey Wolf Paranormal, good to see you here. Division Nordland, hello to you. Zinfinite, how you doing? D-Rock, how you doing, buddy? Who else? Beck's mom. Straw Dog, hey John, how you doing? Another New Englander there, glad to see you. Hey, Sashi Bell's here, all the way from the great state of Texas. Thanks for joining us, Sashi. Beth Gardner's here. Stella Fofus, hope I'm saying that right. Yeah, we're doing great. Thank you very much. Loving married life, loving New England. Big change from the high desert of New Mexico, but I'd rather be here than anywhere I've ever been. That's the truth. Let's see, who else? Lulu Bell, good to see you. She always joins us over on First Floor Audio on Lee G shows over there. We were up there last night for the live singer performance. Be sure and check out Lee G's channel. He does the music for my channels. He's my musical director. Very, very talented individual, singer, songwriter, composer. You name it, Lee can do it if it's musical. Betty Dan Boop, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you with us again. Wolf 87. Oh, that'd be great. Download them and enjoy them while you're camping in the Chattahoochee National Forest. Still going through the chat here. Xenophobiac 45, Northern Wisconsin, in the house. Hey, Pam, Indiana. Still going through here. Donna McCarran. Yeah, we got married July 13th. Just celebrated our 2-month anniversary a little over a week ago. And yeah, New England is beautiful. The leaves are starting to change. We were out for a drive yesterday and went and visited a cemetery in the rain. And it's gorgeous here. I love New England. And so much history here, so many places to explore, so much to see and do. Sorry, my voice is a little rough tonight. Changing the weather, sinuses. Every fall and every spring, like clockwork. Wolf 87 listening from Georgia. Oh, well, thank you for the compliments on my voice. I don't know about legendary, but thank you. And speaking of, if you like to listen to me, how many people here, you can put one in the chat, are fans of Clyde Lewis, Ground Zero Radio. Anybody here a fan of Clyde or listen to Clyde? I've been on his show several times. Been live with him in the studio when I lived in Portland. Any Clyde Lewis fans in the house? Well, while I'm waiting to see some responses there, maybe you've never heard of Clyde. He has a great, um, it's kind of a paranormal show. He delves off into some esoteric topics and stuff, but covers a lot of paranormal, supernatural stuff. Anyway, his Ground Zero radio network, it's on over 200 terrestrial radio stations. And he and his producer have given yours truly a show on there starting next Sunday night, 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific. Steve Stockton's Everything Out There. And it's just what it sounds like. Be talking about literally everything out there, the spooky, the creepy, the supernatural, ghosts, the paranormal. You name it, I plan on covering it. She's not here with us tonight, but our own Catheta Cat Gray, whom Lee wrote a song about over on First Floor Audio, she's going to be my first guest. I interviewed her a couple of years ago on 13 Past Midnight. We talked for about 3 hours about spooky stuff in East Tennessee. She's very knowledgeable. Hey, Ozark Hillbilly, good to see you. But yeah, be prepared for my radio show. I don't have a link yet, but one will be forthcoming. Really looking forward to that. And thanks to Clyde and his producer, Ron Patton, for thinking of me and offering me a nice spot over there. Sunday nights, 6 to 8 Pacific. So that'll be 9 to 11 here on the East Coast. I think I can't math in my head. But if you like Clyde and the stuff he does, they've got a couple other shows over there. The Parabnormal with Jeremy Scott, and I can't remember the other two, but hope you'll join me for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to tell stories, going to do interviews, true stories, some of my true experiences with the paranormal and the supernatural, and then I'll have guests on to talk about their experiences. Renice, it was good. I made chicken tikka marsala tonight with spinach and brown rice and naan bread. Yeah, I've got that ghost pillow in the background. I get so many compliments on that. That came off of Amazon, and I think I did have a link here, but I think I closed it out. But I'll go back and put one in the comments after the show if you want that ghost pillow on Amazon. It's really nice. It's spooky. The other night I was on, I think it's on First Floor Audio, people were saying there's a ghost peeking over Steve's shoulder. But I can't really see, but we've started our Halloween decorations here. We've got candles and spooky lights and skulls. Got a couple of pumpkins today. They're over this shoulder. Everything's backwards. They're sitting on the floor over there. We'll carve them a little closer to Halloween. Also, Halloween is my birthday and Mulder's birthday. Well, thank you, Lorraine Wilson from England. Manchester, Greater Manchester area. Go Man U. Not a big soccer fan, but if I were to support a British team, it would be Manchester United. But I love to cook. I come from a long line of restaurateurs. My mom had 9 brothers. 7 of them owned restaurants, some of them more than one. And my grandmother, God bless her, only person I've ever known with 2 ovens, 2 stoves. She cooked for 10 kids, a husband, her mother, a couple of sisters, and an army of farmhands. So said I come by it honest. I love to cook, and Nicole loves my cooking. So another way, it's a match made in heaven. Gurfy, good to see you here. I'll take it he's not a Man U fan, but we're all still friends. Said I'm not really a follower. I just know about Manchester United. And I've got some other things going on. If you haven't been over to my Etsy shop lately, I've got copies of these books, Strange Things in the Woods. That was my first one. It was at #1 again on Amazon for a couple of days this week. I think it was #3 today. My Strange World, which is my own, it's autobiographical. It's some of my own personal paranormal experiences. And National Park Mysteries and Disappearances, Volume 1, the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I grew up in East Tennessee, spent a lot of time in the Smokies and surrounding areas. This has got, like it says, mysteries and disappearances. There's disappearances that you probably heard of, and then some mysteries, some ghost stories, all kinds of good stuff from the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. If you would like a signed copy from me, those are available in my Etsy shop. Let me go ahead and give you my link tree here. And it has links to a lot of stuff I got going on. There you go. And also over there, a friend, Samantha, who has a Smooth Scents Co. She makes candles and wax melts and things. We've partnered with her, and we sell her merchandise in our Etsy shop as well. She's actually Nicole's friend, but now she's my friend too. Let me show you some of these. These are just incredible. These are some of the wax melts. Those are the skulls, scented in pumpkin cheesecake. She's got some jack-o'-lantern ones too. And she makes some amazing holiday candles. Look at that, Smooth Scents Witch's Brew. And these are soy wax candles, good stuff. There's a Happy Halloween one with blood splatter on it. And this is my personal favorite, the apple maple bourbon. It's got, looks like a skeleton in a hot tub there. But go check those out. Those are on Etsy shop. And also, in addition to my books, I sell the signed copies on Etsy. You can find all 5 of them on Amazon. They've all been bestsellers at one time or another. And then I have another publisher for a new series I'm doing. This is Mysteries in the Dark, which is just a really creepy series. There's 8 volumes of that so far. And those you can find at, I don't have the link handy, it's freerainpublishing.com/Steve Stockton. If one of you mods could drop that link. And also, I've done a series based on my 13 Past Midnight channel, which is true stories, true accounts of the paranormal. And that series is 13 Past Midnight, also from Free Reign Publishing. Volume 1 is out. Volume 2 drops later this week on the 27th, I think. So I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm getting ready to start a blog. If you want to, I'll post about that in the community tab really soon. If you want at least a weekly missive from me about all the things that I'm getting into and going on, sign up for my blog, and I'll post a link soon. Also, if you were one of the people that was waiting on a postcard from me, I've got postcards here. And if you would email me your name and address, I'll get those out to you. Hey, Truth Proof, how you doing? My friend Paul from the UK. I had a really, really good show over there with them a while back. But check out their channel too. Hey, Tattooed Biker, Unexplained. I got your email. I haven't gotten around to emailing you back yet, but I wanted to collaborate with you on a couple of things I'm doing. To commemorate 13,000 subscribers on 13 Past Midnight, I'm going to do a live storytelling stream over there, true stories and things. Tattooed Biker, I'd like for you to join me over there. And also, if you'd like to come on my radio show when that kicks off, let me know. I'd like to have you on there too. Go check out Tattooed Biker Unexplained. He's doing some great stuff over there. Like, subscribe. There's Lee, First Floor Audio. Go subscribe to him too. The man is just musically amazing. Writer, singer, songwriter, composer. Lee is very talented. He on Saturday nights he does cover versions, but he actually builds them from scratch. It's not karaoke tracks or anything like that. He actually recreates the tracks. And although he will probably argue with me on this, um, he does them better than the originals. And Nicole will back me up on that. We listen to his stuff all the time when we're riding around in the car. Scott, no sir, I never was a Marine. I wasn't in any of the services. But I do salute our veterans. Thank you for your service to the country. And yeah, my father served in World War II. Just 2 days ago was his birthday. If he were alive, he'd been 102 years old. So happy heavenly birthday to my father. But all gave some gave all. Thank a veteran. Had a few more people coming in here. The Tattoo Biker, I'm a fan of yours too. He's doing some amazing stuff over there. Got a good narrating voice. Cassie, I think I'm going to have you come on that storytelling stream too. We're going to do a round robin. The brothers from Belief Hole are going to join me on that one. As far as I know, Chris, Jeremy, and John will all be there. Cisco Murdoch's going to sit in. I think Sir Brian Bowden. We'll see how many people we can get to come on and tell true spooky stories. Going to do it round robin fashion. See how many times we can go around before everybody gives out. And yeah, welcome to fall. Just the first day of autumn the other day. And just so you know, at your local grocers, it's that time of year that you can get the monster cereals. Now they've redone the boxes. The characters don't look like they did when I was a kid. But be sure and grab you some Count Chocula, some Frankenberry. I love this stuff. And Booberry. This one's almost empty. The other day, Nicole and I sat and ate Monster cereal and watched reruns of Are You Afraid of the Dark, the old show from Nickelodeon from which she gets her moniker, the Midnight Society there. But this is seasonal. They have it starting part of the way into September through October. Go look for these. I don't think they're bringing back Fruit Brute or Yummy Mummies, but they do have another flavor this year. Carmilla Creeps, I think, is that one. And it's apple caramel flavored cereal. I haven't tried that one yet. But love the Monster cereals. I just, there for a day when we were eating cereal and watching Are You Afraid of the Dark, it's like we were kids again. But I love it. So I can whip up a good gourmet meal, or I can sit and eat a bowl of cereal and have just as much fun. But 47 of you in here. Thanks for joining me on this Sunday. Cryptic Crystal. Round the Twist. That sounds familiar, Gurfy. I've heard of it, but I can't name it right off or anything. Hey, Black Dragon, how you doing? Thank you for that. I'm sure my father would appreciate it. Born in 1921. But hope y'all are enjoying fall. It was like flipping a switch here in New England. The temperature dropped. We've already been down into the 40s a couple of times. It's been in the 50s today. Rainy, foggy. The leaves are starting to change. I love it. Susan Picciano, hope I'm saying that right. Thank you very much. Like I said, we just celebrated our 2-month anniversary on the 13th. Loving married life and loving it here in New England. I wasn't cut out for the desert, not anymore. I'm happy to be here. And this is my favorite place that I've ever lived. I grew up in East Tennessee, lived in Florida, Las Vegas, Portland, Oregon, Vancouver, Washington briefly, and then in a little town called St. Helens, Oregon. If you've ever seen the Halloween Town movies, that's where those were shot. And in October, all of St. Helens turns into Halloween Town. Marnie. I'm not sure if that's the actress's name or the character's name. She's always the Grand Marshal of the Halloween Parade. They do more for Halloween in St. Helens than they do for Christmas. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. Lorraine Wilson, thank you for joining, becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate that. I'll have some members only stuff coming up soon. A lot of times, hey, Fast Hemi, Danny is here. Good to see you, buddy. A lot of times I'll post an early preview of a new video for the members, and then sometimes I'll do members only. So I may have a members only chat sometime and just sit and talk with you the way I am now. But fall's my favorite time of year. I wanted to welcome fall and welcome you all in, and maybe the first time seeing us live. But good stuff coming up this week. This past week we had a really good video about people that disappeared and reappeared under mysterious circumstances. Go check that one out. And I think it'll be probably tomorrow or Tuesday. Got creepy Appalachian Trail stories coming up. Nicole writes all my scripts, and she is an incredible writer. Best writer I've ever worked with by far. And you're really going to like this one. I've got it narrated. I'm putting the video together for it now, but it'll be worth waiting for. So watch for that. Trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to tell you about the new book series, the postcards. Yeah, if I owe you a postcard, send me your name and address, and I'll get those out. I was originally supposed to be driven here. I was going to mail postcards along the way. That didn't happen. The person that was going to drive me got sick and ended up flying out here. So that was quite the adventure too. I was flying out of Albuquerque. The flight was delayed. I was supposed to fly from Albuquerque to Chicago to Charlotte to New England, and then ended up the flight was delayed. I flew from Albuquerque to Phoenix and got stuck in the terminal there. I spent the night in the terminal in Phoenix, and then the next day flew to Washington Reagan and then to Rhode Island. And we were supposed to get married that night, and we did. I made it with a few hours to spare, but it was there were some tense moments there. But anytime you fly, be prepared. But other than that, it was uneventful. I had a good time. Enjoyed seeing the country from the air, especially flying into New England. It was beautiful. I'd been, in the desert for about a year. Nothing but sand and rocks and dirt and a few scrub trees here and there. But it was incredible. Flying into Rhode Island, seeing all the water and the mountains and the trees and everything is almost a culture shock. But a good kind of shock. I love it here. There's so much history here, so many places here yet to explore. We went to Rhode Island for our honeymoon. Loved it up there. We've been to Connecticut. I've been to Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. I'm really looking forward to Maine. We've got a trip planned to Acadia National Park. Going to get some drone shots and things up there. I gave Nicole one of those DJI mini drones, and she's going to get her FAA permit and be doing some amazing drone footage and all kinds of creepy stuff up here. Connecticut, I think Connecticut is probably one of the most haunted states in New England, if not the country. There's so much there. We're working on a book about odd New England with hauntings and curses and cryptids and things like that. And while doing the research, I think there's probably enough about Connecticut. We could make a whole book just about Connecticut. And got Dudleytown and all that. Ed and Lorraine Warren, they declared Dudleytown demonically possessed. And it's an interesting place. Apparently the whole town is cursed. We talk about that in the video that's coming up. And also, people have asked for the listener stories like I used to do on that other old channel. This is my new and improved channel. Welcome home, everybody. 54 of you watching right now. Thank you. But if you've had a personal paranormal experience or somebody in your family has, write it up. Send it to me. stevestockton81@gmail.com. I'll narrate those and put those together in a video. If it doesn't play on here, it might play on 13 past midnight, or I may narrate those on my radio show that starts next Sunday. I got 2 hours, so one night a week to fill over there, so looking forward to it. Hey, go Navy, good to see you. You were in my bad movie matinee over on 13 past midnight early. We had Swamp Creature, I think was the one today. But here in a few minutes, Cisco Murdoch's going to be going live. I'm not sure what she's talking about tonight. Something spooky. She did a haunted house thing last night. I didn't get to check it out because I was over at Lee's. Hey, Orphan Annie, another East Tennessean. Good to see you in the chat with us there. But Ozark Hillbilly, thank you. There's some spooky stuff in the Ozarks, too. Rachel Stanhope, hello from Iowa, where nothing ever happens. Hey, UFO Bigfoot, good to see you here. Thanks for joining us. Anybody else that I've missed? It wasn't on purpose. The chat's been scrolling by here. I've tried to say hi to everybody, but if I missed you, hi, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. I appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, lots of good stuff coming up this week and beyond. I will be doing the 31 Nights of Halloween for yet another year on 13 past midnight. I've done it. I think this will be the fourth or fifth year in a row. Always a lot of fun. I'll have something live or a video every night over there for 30 nights, and then the 31st, on the 31st I go live. That's mine and Mulder's birthday. Not really sure when his birthday was, so we celebrate his the same day I celebrate mine. Just looking at the chats over here. Yeah, Ozarks, isn't that where they have, I think it's the Min light? They have some kind of spook light in the Ozarks. Now, that one I've never seen. I've been over to Brown Mountain, North Carolina, and seen those lights. That's something else. I saw them several times. I used to live in extreme northeastern Tennessee, Mountain City, and it was a short drive over to not Black Mountain, to Brown Mountain, North Carolina. And if you go to see them, Wiseman's Gorge is the best vantage point. But it's just, I don't even know how to describe it. Until you've seen it, you can't say. Really, it's mystifying. And they've had scientific studies in there. James Weston, how you doing? Good evening. R.J. Vicious, good to see you. See if there's anybody else I missed. Like I said, I think I've said hi to everybody. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. That's real. That's the Min light. Yeah. Now, is that one of the ones that's on along an old railroad track? But anything spooky like that, I love it. I'm all about it. You ran into my doppelganger in the Upper Peninsula while backpacking. Yeah, it wasn't me. I've been in the Upper Peninsula as a kid, but been a long time ago. Yoopers, they call them up there. Had a aunt and uncle that lived in Pontiac and then later Drayton Plains, Michigan. He worked for General Motors, retired from there. We used to go visit in the summertime, and once or twice we went up into the UP. One time we went up into the middle part, but I have been in the Upper Peninsula too. Beautiful country up there. Lulu Bell, I don't remember if I said hi to you or not. I believe I did. Debbie, good to see you. 59 of you watching on this cold and rainy autumn evening here in New England. Hey, Gene Brown, good to see you here with us tonight. Okay, tattooed biker, and you come on the show, we'll have to talk about the Brown Mountain Lights. Yeah, North Wilkesboro. I've been through there, way up 321. Yeah, where I lived in Mountain City. If you wanted anything of any substance, you had to go to either Boone, North Carolina in one direction, or Johnson City in the other. Tri-Cities there. A lot of spooky stuff around there. Hey, Blondie, I don't remember if I said hi to you or not, but thank you for joining us. Haven't seen you around lately. But hope everybody's doing okay. Hope you're living your best life like I am here with the lovely Nicole, my favorite person in the whole world, and my lovely wife. But again, I want to thank you for being here. I'm going to cut out here in a few minutes so you all can go over and watch Cisco Journey Through the Gate Paranormal Portal podcast. And once again, let me plop my link tree in here. Doesn't have the link in there for the radio show yet, but that'll be coming up. But that'll take you to the Etsy shop, some of our other channels. Nicole has a channel called Insomniac Radio Theater that we're doing together. If you like to hear me narrate, I'm reading some fiction stories over there. Hello, Sharon LD. Thank you for coming in. Jeremy, it is great to be in love. There's no better feeling. Yeah, Boone is a strange place, and little place just before you get into Boone called Trade, and they have trade days up there. I used to like to go to that. And Damascus, Virginia was just up the road. Appalachian Trail lets off there. It was close to Abingdon, Virginia. Another creepy place. The Barter Theater's there. It's haunted. And right across the street from the Barter Theater is the Martha Washington Inn. It's been a lot of things. It's been a girls' school. Right now it's a high-end hotel resort type thing. I've spent the night there, and they have several haunted suites. And I've stayed in 2 or 3 of them, but it has a long and spooky history. It was used as a morgue during the Civil War. They kept the bodies in the basement of the soldiers until the ground was thawed enough to bury them. Frozen Moment's going to be in Banner Elk for the 21st and the 23rd for the Woolly Worm Festival. Catheta had a picture on her Facebook the other day of a woolly worm that she found that didn't have any black on it. You know, usually they're red in the middle and then black on both ends. And old timers like my grandmother would say you could tell how bad the winter was going to be. I don't remember if you went by the red or the black, but that one was all one color. So it's either going to be a not bad winter or a really, really bad winter. And I'm also working on a book about my grandma, her sayings and stuff. I was on with Belief Hole podcast a couple of months ago, and people have. I talked a lot about my maternal grandmother. She was a self-proclaimed gypsy witch, fortune teller. She was part of the spiritualism movement. When my mother was a kid, they'd had seances, table tappings, Ouija boards, all kinds of stuff. They got out of it later on, but got some really, really interesting stuff to tell you about my grandmother. I'm working on a book about her sayings and the things she taught me. And she was from the Cades Cove area, East Tennessee. Hey, Emma Joe. Yeah, Boone, Blowing Rock, Banner Elk, Prospect Hill B&B. That sounds familiar, but I'll check it out. Look at Orphan Annie. Her great-grandmother was full-blood Apache. My great-grandmother was full-blood Cherokee on my dad's side. Now, my maternal grandmother, I don't know what old country they were from, but they immigrated to the Cades Cove area from England, and still have a lot of relatives buried in that old cemetery there in Cades Cove, if you've ever been to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. But I'm going to go ahead and cut out of here for tonight. Cisco usually starts a little early anyway. She likes those long intros. If one of you mods could drop a link to Cisco, Journey Through the Gate Paranormal Portal podcast, and I'll be a guest over there tomorrow night. I'm not sure what we're talking about, but this time of the year, it will be something spooky. Oh, Prospect Hill B&B, it's in Mountain City. I think I may have stayed there when it had a different name. It was up there where they seen the fireball. I stayed at B&B the first time I ever went to Mountain City, before I even moved there. I bet that's the one I stayed at. It was way back up in the woods. It was spooky up there. A lot of the ghost stories around that area. You've got the fireball. You've got Fiddler's Rock. You've got the Jingling Hole. I think I've still got a video about the Jingling Hole over on 13 Past Midnight. But Fiddler's Rock was where you can still see the ghost or hear the ghost of the guy playing his fiddle that was bitten to death by rattlesnakes that he had previously charmed. That's just outside of Mountain City on Roan Mountain. That's where the fireball is. I also met a guy that lived in Mountain City that offered to take me to a cave that had spiders, or a spider that according to him was as big as house cats, or a house cat. I passed on that one. I don't want to see a spider as big as a cat. And he was talking the body of the spider, not legs and all, but just, he said the body of the spider was as big as a cat. No thank you. I'll sit that one out. I'm okay with spiders. I coexist with them unless they get on me or get in my bed. And then it's, at best, you get shown the door. At worst, you get a burial at sea. But if that's the B&B I'm thinking of, I have stayed there, but it was a different name. Now, that's been back in the 90s. But again, thanks everybody for being here. Watch for more videos this week on here on Among the Missing. I'll be re-releasing some stuff over on 13 Past Midnight. Tomorrow night I'll be a guest with Cisco on Journey Through the Gate Paranormal Portal podcast. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday I'll be over with Lee G on First Floor Audio. And check that out. Subscribe to links. Subscribe to Tattooed Biker. Subscribe to Cassie. And you other folks that have channels, let me know so I can drop a link or have one of the mods drop a link. But Nicole, thank you for being here with me and for both of us. Thanks everybody for being here. I will see you later on in the week. I'll probably do another live stream next weekend. May do another one of those, got the hiccups, mini marathons. Did y'all like that when I just came on and played videos and it would break in and talk for a while? If you enjoy that sort of thing, I'll come on and do those some more. I enjoy doing those marathons. Bryant Burrito, good to see you. Again, everybody have a good evening, good day, good whatever it is, wherever you are. Thanks for being here. Stay well, stay blessed, and I'll see you a little farther on down the trail. Tell your animals I said hi. I'm Steve Stockton, and I'll talk to you next time. Good night, everybody.